Hello. In today's module, we will be discussing about different forms of organization structure. But before moving on to the different forms, let's first understand the meaning of organization structure. So, organization structure is nothing but a systematic arrangement of people who are working together for the organization in order to achieve certain goals. So, at different levels, how people are working, what is the authority with them, what are their responsibilities. So, how we arrange different people in an organization, that is the organization structure. So, it is a framework of authority relationships among individuals and groups who are working in an organization. That is organization structure. Now, let's move on to the different forms of organization structure which are prevalent in various organizations. So, different forms are, first one is the line organization, second one is line and staff organization, third is a functional organization, fourth is project organization, fifth form of organization structure is matrix organization, sixth one is committee organization. So now let's first move on to line organization. Let's understand what exactly is line organization. So it is first of all the oldest form of organization or the simplest form of organization structure. It is also known as a military, vertical, departmental or hierarchical organizational structure. Now, in this particular organization or line organization, the authority it flows from top to bottom vertically in a straight line manner. As the name suggests, line organization. So, the authority is also flowing from top to bottom, and responsibility is flowing from bottom to top in a straight line manner. Responsibility and accountability, as I said, it flows in the opposite but equally direct vertical manner. That is, it flows from bottom to top. So, a manager, he is responsible to his head, and a clerk, he is responsible to his manager, and so on. Now, line organization are again of two types. The first one is known as pure line organization, and the second one is known as departmental line organization. So, let's first understand what is a pure line organization in line organization. So, now let's look at this particular chart. In this type of line organization, you can see that group A is reporting to the workers, and group workers are reporting to foreman A, and foreman A is reporting to the production manager. So responsibility is flowing from bottom to top in a straight line, and similarly authority is flowing from top to bottom, that is from production manager to foreman B to workers and to the group B and so on. So here in the pure line organization, activities at this particular level are same. So whatever foreman A is doing is the same work done by foreman B and the same work done by foreman C. So every employee at the same level performs by and large the same type of work. Departments, they are created, that is A, B, C, different groups are created only for the sake of convenience to the supervisor so that he can manage different groups simultaneously with ease. So it's only for the sake of convenience. Now this type of structure, you will not really find it very common in different types of organizations, or this organization structure is not really valid in today's times, pure line organization. So now let's see the second type of line organization, which is known as departmental line organization. Now this is the chart for the departmental line organization. So you can see this is the organization structure, that is we have at the top the board of directors, just below that we have the CEO or the chief executive. Under the chief executive we have different managers like the marketing manager, we have production manager, finance manager and the personnel manager or the HR manager. So there are different departments that have been created in this particular organization, and again in different departments we are having a line type of authority, that is the authority is flowing from top to bottom. Under every marketing manager there are regional marketing managers, and under regional marketing managers there are salesmen. And similarly in production, under production manager we have deputy purchase manager, deputy production manager, then we have a purchasing assistant under the purchase manager, we have a foreman under the deputy manager for production, and then we have clerks and workers under them, and so on. So this is also a type of line organization, but here we have created departments in the organization. So the whole work of the organization is divided into different functional departments like the HR, production, marketing, finance, etc. And each department, it works as a self-sufficient unit. That is, it does not require anybody's guidance, but it is under the supervision of the chief executive and board of directors. Now, where do we usually use line organization, or where is it more suitable? This type of organizational structure is suitable in, first of all, small scale business or sole proprietary organization. That is when one individual is managing the entire organization or the business of the organization. So in a small scale unit, it is suitable line organization. And secondly, those type of organizations which have simple routine operations, they don't have complicated tasks to do, they have simple routine work that is done every day in a similar fashion. So those organizations also follow line organizational structure. Then also those type of organizations that have automatic or continuous production function. So for example, some biscuit manufacturing company which is an automatic plant and it is a continuous function, you manufacture biscuit on a day to day basis. So that kind of organization where no automation is usually involved or nothing, no creative work is involved, in that case we require that line organization, or this type of structure is more suitable. And also in organizations which have short chain of command, we are not having longer chains of commands, there are 4 to 5 people in a chain of command, that kind of organization can also follow the line organization structure. And the fifth one, that organizations which have few subordinates at each level, so basically a small organization. So this is how line organization structure is usually is. Now let's see the second type of organizational structure, which is line and staff organization structure. Now many people get confused between line and what is line and staff. So just let's have look. Basically, staff organization does not mean your clerical managers, but staff is a specialized function or specialized manager who help the line managers. Okay, so it is a modification of the basic line structure. This structure combines staff specialists or experts with the line managers. So line managers, they're performing their duties, but in case they require some specialization or they require some experts in certain fields, so they can take the help of the staff specialist. So the vertical flow of authority and responsibility, it remains the same as in line structure. That is, authority flows from top to bottom and responsibility flows from bottom to top. That kind of vertical structure is the same as in the case of lines organization. But here we also include the staff specialists who are associated with the line managers. So what do the staff specialists do? They are the persons or departments which provide technical advice or service to the line managers. Now, one important point to note here is that line managers may or may not use their specialized knowledge. If they really want to use the staff managers, staff specialist services or their advice, then they can use. But it is not mandatory for the line managers to use their advice. That kind of structure is known as line and staff organization. So here you can see we have a line organization, that is manager and director. Then we have the production manager, and then we have the foreman. Now, under the foreman, we have supervisor A, supervisor B, and under that we have the workers. So that is a pure line organization. But at the each level, we have provided the staff organization as well. That is, we have to the managing director, we have a technical advisor, we have a financial advisor, we have the economic advisor, we have the assistant to MD. And at the production manager level, also we have a systems engineer, we have R&D staff, we have technical expert, we have industrial engineer. So these are all the staff organization. Now the production manager, if he doesn't want to use the advice of the systems engineer or the R&D staff or the technical expert or the industrial engineer, he may not use their service, but they are available to him in case he requires their services. So that kind of organization is known as line and staff organization. Now where is it more suitable, line and staff organization? Now it is suitable for medium and large organization. We saw that in pure line organizations or line organizations, they're suitable for small organizations. But this kind of organization is suitable, or structure suitable for medium and large organization. And it is not suitable for small organization because it involves higher cost, because there are so many staff specialists that you have to pay for, and that makes the cost higher. So it is not suitable for smaller organizations. Now let's look at the third type of organizational structure known as a functional organization. Now, functional organizational structure was developed through Frederick Winsor Taylor. We have already discussed him in the scientific management module. So, we'll not discuss him further, but we will be talking about this type of organization. What is functional organization? So, this basically functional organization, the concept of functional organizational structure has evolved from the concept of functional foremanship. So, in this kind of structure, the line authority is channelized through the staff specialist. Line authority, they run through many functional experts who have the authority to issue orders in their areas of specialization. So, you can understand the difference between line and staff organizational and functional organizational structure. Both involve the staff specialist, but in case of line and staff organizational structure, taking the advice of the staff organization or the staff members, it is not compulsory or not mandatory. But in case of functional organization, here we also have one more organization, that is staff organization, which is equally important, and line authority, they have to take orders from the staff specialist also in this particular case. So for every department, like we have finance, HR, marketing, production, there is an expert who has direct control over that department. Thus, there is multiplicity of command instead of unity of command. So, in the last organizational structure, we saw that there was unity of command, but in case of functional organization, as the case of functional foremanship, there is multiplicity or many commands that are given to their subordinates. So, here you can see the structure of the functional organizational structure. We have the MD. Under the MD, we have different departments, that is the HR director, quality control, production, R&D, finance. And let's say under the director production, we have GM production, we have manager, we have foreman, we have workers. So they are taking the authority or from their respective boss, that is line manager, that is line authority from the director of production. At the same time, they are taking the staff authority from the director of quality control. So the GM of quality control will give directions to the GM of production. He has to hear that also. He cannot neglect that person. So line and staff authority both are equally important in functional organizational structure. That is the main difference between line and staff and functional organizational structure. Now let's understand the fourth type of organizational structure, which is the project organization. Now what is project organization? It is basically a temporary structure. As the name suggests, a project. They've just accumulated for the purpose of fulfilling a project. It is designed to accomplish a specific task or project with the help of specialists drawn from different functional departments within an organization. It is led by the product manager. He is the one person who has the authority. He draws specialists from different functional departments and assigns them activities necessary to accomplish the project. Project manager, he is responsible for the coordination of all the personnel or all the people working on the project. So it is basically a temporary type of an organizational structure. But this type of organizational structure also exists in an organization. So here you can see we have a chief executive and we have different projects going on under different project heads. That is, project manager A is doing project A, then B and C. And under each project manager, we have different specialists, that is finance, marketing, production, HR, engineering, and so on. And they have temporarily collected together for a particular project. That type of organizational structure also exist. Now, what is the suitability of this type of organizational structure? In medium and large projects, we use this type of structure, and it is also suitable when it needs to be completed or project needs to be completed within the specified time and cost. It is also suitable for projects which involve complex and technical activities. Next one is known as matrix or grid organization. As the name suggests, matrix, which can be 2 by 2, 4 by 2, 3 by 3, different types of matrix are there. So it is a hybrid organization. Hybrid, that means it combines the project organizational structure and it combines the functional organizational structure. Both the types of organizational structure combine together to form the matrix or the grid organization. So it is a permanent organizational structure designed to accomplish a specific project by using team of specialists drawn from different functional departments within the organization. So it is meant for a specific project only, but it takes specialists from different functional departments. There are functional managers and there are project managers. Team members are accountable to both functional managers and project managers. So there's multiplicity of command again in this type of organizational structure. So you can see the type of the structure, how it is, the grid organizational structure. So we have project A manager, project B manager, and project C manager, and he is using different production, finance, marketing, and R&D managers of they have formed specialists from all these different departments and working as a grid organizational structure, a matrix organizational structure. How is it suitable, or where is it suitable? It is suitable especially for complex tasks, suitable for projects with specified time and cost. And usually it is used in aerospace, construction, advertising, hospital, where you have to work with specified time and cost framework. So that type of organizational structure can be formed. The next one is the committee organization. It is the form of a staff organization. So here no line organization is involved. It is only a staff organization, which is formed by giving specialized advice to line managers. A committee is a group of 2 or more appointed, nominated, or elected persons to consider, discuss, decide, recommend, or report on some issue or matter assigned to them. Different types of committees that can be formed in an organization are, first, committee can be on the basis of duration. So we can have a permanent committee, we can have an ad hoc committee that is formed for some particular period of time. And on the basis of their purpose also, we can have a type of committee. So we can have an advisory committee which provides advice to the line managers. We can have an executive committee which takes the help or which commands the line managers also. And we can also have the coordinating committee which basically coordinates all the functions of different departments. So that is also a type of an organizational structure, committee organizational structure. I hope you enjoyed watching this module and it was helpful for you. If you enjoyed watching this video, then please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.